Well, the wheels of justice kept rolling today in a case that threw Albuquerque's frustration with crime really into overdrive. Two of the three men charged with murdering 11-year-old Froilan Villegas had to face a judge.
Nathan Garley was up first to find out if he'd stay in jail until trial. He showed up to court, but his attorney didn't. The public defender's office confirmed it hasn't assigned one to his case yet, so they postponed that hearing. A judge did make a decision, though, about the second of three suspects in this case, Jose Romero. Feliz Romero sat in on the hearing and joins us with the breakdown. Feliz.
Yeah, Tessa, Julie, the pretrial detention hearing for Romero went on for more than an hour. The state had one witness, a homicide detective on the case, who went through what happened that night and how Romero was involved. That testimony was enough to keep him behind bars.
Jose Romero was back in court Wednesday, the first of the three suspects to find out if he will remain behind bars until trial for the shooting that killed 11-year-old Froilan Villegas and critically injured his cousin, Tatiana.
This was an act of violence which was planned by the defendants against the Vasquez family at an Isotopes baseball game and puts everybody exiting the baseball game at risk.
Prosecutor Lawrence Hansen took his time Wednesday morning as he questioned an APD homicide investigator who went through the events of September 6th and how Romero was involved.
He's the one that drives up next to this pickup truck. He's the one that slows down to make sure that the shooter is in position so that this truck can be riddled with bullets. We believe Mr. Romero and Mr. Garley were acting in concert in an attempt to kill the Vasquez family, but then unfortunately hits the Villegas family.
Meanwhile, Romero's defense says the fact that he was driving and not shooting should be enough to release him under strict conditions.
According to Gomez, who is allegedly in the vehicle, that Mr. Romero freaks out. I think that's a strong indicator that that this is not something that was planned, something he knew was going to happen. But more importantly, there's no allegations that he was ever in possession of a gun, that he shot a gun.
I just don't find it credible to think he was not aware of what was likely to happen if he slowed down and allowed the co-defendant the opportunity to shoot up this vehicle.
But ultimately,
just no regard for anything or anyone and just creating this situation. So I am granting the state's motion. Mr. Hansen, if you could prepare the order.
Jose Romero will stay behind bars until trial. His other co-defendants, Daniel Gomez and Nathan Garley, are set to have their hearings later this week. Back to you.
All right, Feliz, thanks for the update.